Alright, so today we got a first deck. We're going to play with some of the new cards. We played with Goblin Grenade last time, but this is a little different. This isn't really playing anything new. It's just an idea I've had toying around in my brain for a while. But this is a rather straightforward aggro deck, mono green humans, that I just thought would be fun after playing some of the new Spider-Man stuff and getting some games in with Kren Undercity Dreamer. This is just like, I feel like green's not really played anymore in humans. Obviously, like Thalia's Lieutenant and Coppercoat Vanguard and stuff are much better lords. But when it comes to green, we also have Hamlet Captain and Mayor of Avabruck. So Hamlet Captain is a lord that only triggers when it attacks. Other humans you control get +1/+1, also when it blocks. And then Mayor of Avabruck is a lord that also transforms. And yes, we lose the human buff, but then we get to create a 2/2 green wolf creature token, and it buffs that into a 3/3. So really, we don't mind losing the buff because we're sort of like building an army off of this guy by himself. But he's also pretty easy to sort of flip-flop back and forth in the later game by holding on to our cards and then like double spelling with some of our cheaper one-drop cards. So you can sort of build value as you go. It just so happens that we have another green creature that is also a human and a werewolf, so it doesn't matter which side Mayor of Avabruck is, because it gets a buff from both. And happens to be an aggressive body, 3/3. So our 2-drop slot is kind of stacked. With Kren Undercity Dreamer popped in there as well, we can hit Burning Tree Emissary off of all of these, not Werewolf Pack Leader. However, if we're playing Burning Tree, if we're playing Pack Leader, I saw we might as well play that sort of devotion package with Sir Farron, and then that allows us to also play Aspect of Hydra, which is +X/+X, where X is your devotion to green on an instant. So I know sort of talking about the 2-drop slots here first, but I feel like we have a decent like amalgamation of lords and aggressive creatures and bodies that we can just dump on the board that all sort of power up everything pretty quick, so you can chip in for damage quite fast. But in terms of 1-drops, besides Aspect of the Hydra, we're also playing Audacity. This is good if you can, like, you know, turn 1 Hierarch, turn 2 Werewolf plus an Audacity on it. You can swing and trigger Exalted and draw a card on turn 3 with just a single Pack Leader. Also buff some other stuff, but we're playing Experiment 1, which is just 1/1 with Evolve. So if you're like going into a Burning Tree plus a Kren, you can evolve it off that, put a counter on it, and then suddenly you have access to its regenerate ability on turn 2, which is pretty sweet. And then Noble Hierarch just as a ramp creature. It's the only one we're playing that also helps buff our creatures when we swing. Kind of a combo with Sir Farron because you have to swing with something else, but it's been decent so far. And then there's I was thinking about playing Lurrus in this build. We have played like a mono green weenie list that splashes white for Lurrus in the past, but I wanted to try out Champion of Lambbolt against like the other creature decks. Like if Boros starts getting, you know, cat tokens going, or elves start spamming the board, it's pretty easy, especially with like Kren or an Audacity, to get champion up to a decent power, and it says creature with powers less than this creature's power can't block creatures you control. So your whole board becomes unblockable, and then you can just kind of swing through the masses and beat some face. Besides that, lands are pretty simple. We're playing a couple of Besiege You, hash up Oasis as a way to pump things like Sir Farron or Champion, and then we are playing 4 Tribal Rainbow lands because I do want the ability to play the backside of Kren, who also happens to be a human. And this card's actually kind of nutty. Whenever you attack, double the number of each kind of counter on each spider and legendary creature you control. You can put a counter on it, gains hexproof, has first strike and haste as a 4/3. But there's been a couple games where like you have Kren plus like a Sir Farron and you put counters on it off of, you know, something, and then swing. So then this gets doubled every turn, this gets doubled every turn, and suddenly you just got a whole lot of stuff going on. Your creatures get pretty big pretty fast. When it comes to sideboard, I'm just playing some generic stuff. We're playing Outland Liberator because it's a human werewolf. It is Daybound Nightbound, which kind of sucks. Doesn't flip the same way that Mayor of Avabrook does. But just cheap artifact and enchantment hate, couple Damping Sphere, 3 Dismembers as extra removal, 3 Surgical because it's free. And then I'm trying out, it's not a human, but we're trying out Frenzied Baloth in the matchups where opponent has, you know, counter spells or they're siding into counter spells, and we can just start, you know, jamming through. We run into like Jeskai Control or Wizard siding into assorted things. I think damage can't be prevented plus creatures spells can't be countered is pretty sweet on a 3/2 body. So want to try it out. As always, we kind of switch things up as we go, so none of this is set in stone. But let's get into some games. All right. Beautiful. No notes. Love this hand. I think I just want to spam the board here, so we're going to start with a Hierarch. I'm hoping we're fast enough to beat Eldrazi. But, obviously a well-timed K-Command could fuck things up. So here we can go Experiment 1 into Burning Tree. That evolves the Experiment 1. And then we can Kren and put a counter on both of these. And then pass back, and now we have a Devotion to 5. So we can throw an Audacity on one of these, turn it into 5, 8, 9, and then we get to smack for 14 next turn. Opponent might be dead here. No, not quite. Close though. Let's throw this on here. Not quite. Put him to 2. There's a chance he just goes off, which sucks. So we definitely bring in Damping Sphere here. I feel like every time we've faced a Lotus combo, we always have been 1 turn short with these aggro decks. What were we playing? What were we playing the other day? 8-Whack, and I think we did the same thing. We put them to 1 on like turn 3, and then we died. And it sucked. But that's alright. Are we excited for Avatar? We haven't even talked about Avatar. That's coming out like this month, right? Yeah. We're also getting a couple things from... Timeless is getting... what? A couple stuff from like the welcome decks? Not Coastal Piracy. What did I just see? They're getting the untap whatever. Oh, they're getting Dramatic Reversal, which is cool. And Frantic Search. Draw 2, discard 2, untap up to 3 lands. Those are going to Timeless, I think, right? That's gross. Chat, are we just losing? Should we just go into the next game? Time to respond to 1,000,000 triggers. I don't think there's any way to lose. Yeah, I figured here. Spell costs 2 left for a creature. Search your library for a graveyard for an ally card. Okay. We're bringing in Damping Sphere and we're bringing in Surgicals. I honestly feel like they're going to try and save whatever until the turn they want to go off. So we're going to leave those out. We're going to drop those. I think we'll drop a Surfarin. A Kren. Maybe just a Noble Hierarch. No, let's drop a single Experiment one. We'll run it back. We do have to besiege you. We'll run it back. What's up, Frozen? Long time no see. Play first. Surgical plus Sphere. Nothing else. Obviously, it can be tough when you have your sideboard hate but no pressure. You know how gut... Oh, yeah. Chip off. He can be a commander for midweek Magic, Artisan Brawl. Of course he can. Because people will be wildin', dude. We can just Burning Tree into a Damping Sphere here. Sleight of hand. You got it. But like, oh, chat. Dramatic Reversal? Crazy. They do play Consign to Memory, but he is tapped out, which is nice. So we do get to land a Damping Sphere. We'll see how he gets rid of it. Chat, I didn't look at all these, whatchamacallits. There's a Baboon Spirit. Second Burning Tree. Is it bad if I just jam these with nothing else to do? I don't think so. Start putting pressure on. Blue Spirit. You may cast this creature. Oh, first creature spell has flash. Well, chat, we can't be countered. We got a lot of fun there. Whenever a non-token creature you control enters during combat, draw a card. Fire. Nightmares and Daydreams. Oh my gosh, we have Samurai Appa. Until your next turn, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, target player mills cards. Draw a card if the graveyard has 20 more cards. That's fun. Oh, we're getting Ancestral Visions, right? Okay, that was a good pickup. I kind of want to blow up his Deserted Temple here. Yeah. We could surgically extract his Deserted Temple and see what he has in hand. Is that crazy? Seems a little crazy. What's he snagging? An Odawara. It's not going off yet. It's unfortunate that we've drawn so many things. Alright, so he decides to bounce that. We do have a surgical at hand. He goes for a Vizier. I feel like a lot of the builds I've seen lately haven't even played Vizier. Artist Talent? See how hidden strings too? Underworld Breach. That was a card I wanted to steal, but what's his plan to cast? I don't really feel like getting rid of anything yet. I want to see what he discards. He doesn't have a lot to work with here besides sleight of hand. Another Lotus. Hey, I think we're just dead. Sorry, but it's not enough. We try to surge like a pour over the pages, but he still gets it cast it anyways. You need like multiple. Whatever. Someone actually cast out the qualifier didn't really slow me down as much. I was running the Eldrazi list. Utopia Sprawl makes some mana for that, so I get everything else I need from K and everything else. So makes sense. Oh yeah. If we had, I mean, it doesn't matter. But oh yeah. We could just play like Leyline of the Void. Obviously they still bounce that, but at least it gets rid of whatever spells they cast early. Or maybe we do splash white into whatever. We're just dead here, right, chat? He's got another pour in the graveyard. Yeah, we'll concede. Ripperino. Boys, on to game 2. I like the hand I'm seeing here. We are what? Owen. Wow. We are 0-1, chat. I think it's hard for just like straight aggro decks to compete these days, to be honest. You gotta be hyper efficient. Ew. We actually might be able to outspeed life gain deck here. With Sir Farron. Audacity plus Aspect makes it what, a 9 whatever, and then we swing with Experiment 1, that becomes an 11. Oh, he's got Portable Hole. They always got Portable Hole, chat. But okay, that's all right. Let's throw down this. I'm gonna put a counter on that, and then we're gonna throw Experiment 1 with this. Whoa, that's not what I'm gonna do. We're gonna swing for 6. Trample. We're not gonna fire up the Aspect yet. We'll hold on to it. Oh yeah. Fateful Absence will regenerate in response. People not knowing what regenerate does. Bum, bum, bum. Second Kren is also kind of hot. Let's crack the clue first. Burning Tree into second Kren is also hot. We're gonna play this. Keep the original. We'll put counters on both of these. And we'll swing for 8. And it does nothing. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I'm tired. Just been unpacking stuff and spending too much money, and I have to get a second job on the weekends. Exemplar of Light. If he wants to gain one, he has to pop that though. Okay. Oh, double Aspect of the Hydra. Fuck yeah. Chat, Aspect of the Hydra is so good. All right, boys. We were faster than the life gain deck, who is actually playing quite a bit of removal in their 99 card list. Just pointing that out there. I think I just want to bring in a couple dismembers. How do we feel about Frenzied Ballot? Just as another hasty threat. I don't really think we need it. I kind of want to keep... No, Champion's not really super relevant. They are playing some bigger things, but I think we're better off just trying to snipe them. I think we'll drop a Kren. But, whew. Boys, moving might be one of my least favorite things to do in the world. Deadly Panda. Is that Deadly Panda from Discord? Maybe. No lands. No, thank you. One land, mayor, captain. We'll chuck back a Besiju. We'll probably go one into captain on 2. Soul Warden. Sacrifice half the lands you control, round it up. Lands you control have 3, add 3 mana of any one color. That's fun. Hello, opponent? Okay, decent draw. Burning Tree into a Hamlet captain here. We're not getting deflecting, so that sucks. Pasto! When it enters, create a food token for each legendary creature you control. Sacrifice it, put 2 counters on Pasto. Love that. Okay. Chat, let's go Mayor of Averbrook. And then let's throw an Audacity on the Hamlet captain. And then we'll swing for 9. Beauteous. Opponent's stuck on 2 lands, which is good for us. They don't seem to be doing much. We do get to flip our mayor, which is spicy. We'll just swing all here. We only get the buff on that. We can hold up Besiju. He's gonna Fateful Absence that. Resolves. I get to draw. Werewolf's pretty hot. Smack there. Let's blow up the hole. Yes, it is Plum. Hey, Brave. What's crack-a-lackin'? I'm alive. We got that AT&T fiber, baby. Oh my gosh, the fact that Werewolf Pack Leader gets buffed on both sides of Mayor of Averbrook is spicy, dude. Long time no see, Brave. How you doing? All right, that's a big butt, but I think we're okay here. I think we're just gonna fire off everything and draw. I would love to find an aspect. That's an Audacity. That's interesting, huh? Do I want to trample over here? I don't think so. Watch us get board wiped. We're gonna crack the clue. How's the new place? Well, this morning my towel rack in my bathroom ripped out of the wall by itself, so if that lets you know the kind of place I'm living. Chat, are we stomping the life gain deck right now? Is that what's happening? Oh, whoa, what am I doing? Throw that on here. We'll just throw that on a random wolf. Draw our card. Nice. 7. He trades out that. We kill both. Time to call maintenance. Yeah, I know. We put him to fucking 1, chat. Wait, did I play a spell already this turn? I'm just gonna make another wolf. Chat, can we build mono green werewolves with like Night Pack Ambusher and shit? I'm scared he has like Settle the Wreckage. Oh, chat, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. You can't just sit there and hold up 4 mana. I'm just gonna keep making wolves. All right. Can I give this trampoline? Can I swing with 2? Okay, we got there, chat. We got there, chat. Nice little 2-0. But that's alright. I've been slowly unpacking. But we gotta find a second job, boys. Alright, so this is our first time we get to see Champion of Lambert. There's also, I know there's been a modern mono green stompy list that's popped up here or there. Momentum Breaker. Ooh, are we against that Esper Enchantress list? Sure seems like it. I'm gonna try and spam the board, so whatever. I moved 3 months ago, still have boxes I haven't touched. Yeah, exactly. Moving fucking sucks. Okay, there's the invitation, which I thought we'd see. Honestly, I think I'm gonna get rid of the experiment one here. And we're gonna Burning Tree into a Champion of Lambert. And swing for 4. We can hash up Oasis something, but this kind of deck fucks us up, chat. Let's get rid of the Hierarchy here. Chat, why have we've seen this deck a bunch lately? Oh, maybe it's something different. Damnation. He's playing a Beseech version. Well, that's no fun, chat. Did he sack the... Oh, no, he didn't. I thought he sacked the invitation for a second. We've been seeing this, like, Momentum Breaker soaring. Chat, what is our opponent playing? Oh, you gain life equals your speed. Interesting. I literally don't think we come back. I don't think we come back from that. We got board wipe, chat. Big oof. Big oof. I think I want the Liberators and the Ballots. Champion of Lambert's hot garbage. Sir Farron's probably Garbaggio, as is Kren. I like these. We could probably drop a single Audacity. But any Hooters. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm a little sick too. I was telling Frozen, but I moved basically myself. I had someone help me with like 4 big things, and then they were out of town the rest of the week, so I just spent like 3 days moving shit. Not fun, but that's alright. We do have a Liberator here that we can play on turn 2 and destroy if we need to. I don't think we will, but that's hot. Let's just play this and swing. Oh yeah, we love a good workout. But it's just a lot. I think I'm just tired. My body's tired. There's the Momentum Breaker. Let's sack the Hierarchy here. I think we have to blow that up, right? He probably has another one. Why does Momentum Breaker plus Invitation suck? It's not fun to play against. Second move, you know, chat. I call him like I see him. I call him like I see him. And Freebooter. Booter's got a spicy list. I almost don't want to play this Mayor. Just because I know it's going to die immediately. We're going to get Invitation. At least these games are quick, chat. Yeah, okay, we're going to concede. We can't... Jesus. That's so oppressive against aggro, huh? Chat, we're on the play. Kind of a slow hand. No one drop, but we do have Burning Tree into a Hamlet Captain. Ooh. Against something not so fun. I feel like we're gonna get discharged, chat. We're gonna get discharged so hard. Chat, we can't play aggro that's not doing crazy things in this format. just can't do it these days. Voice of Victory, Jesus. We'll swing for 4. Oof. I mean, to be fair, we're playing mono green humans, so we're not the prime aggro deck to demonstrate. But even here, you know, like he gets to pick off Mayor plus Hierarch. Like that sucks, dude. Gross. Gross. A static prison's burning tree? Common bombardment. There's just so many little things that every deck plays that just keeps down boring aggro strategies, you know? And you can get back to that into a Surferin, but that's not even that great. He still gets to kill something off of the bombardment plus Voice of Victory. And we're out of steam. Oof. Not good, chat. Not good. Into Raptor? Disgusting. Okay. We're gonna concede. Jesus Christ. Chat, don't play this deck. See, like, Champion's okay, but I also feel like it's slow. But, like, it's a 1 mana. It's 3 mana for a 1/1. It's not very good. It's a lot of whatever. I almost don't even want Surferin, to be honest. Ay. Chat. We're gonna get our butt whipped. We're gonna clean up the luck. Okay, I like this hand. But we're just gonna like discharge turn 1, you know? Format or portable hold. Jesus fucking Christ. Human. Let's throw Burning Tree into Liberator. Amped Raptor. Love it. A Johnny. Kill me now, chat. Fucking kill me now. Give me that back. Can't even swing. Boros is oppressive too. Chat, our deck sucks. Okay, I'm done. I'm so done. Chat, Jesus Christ. Take commands. Goblin bombardment. Between all of these, we're gonna play one more match because I forgot to record one. It's a slow hand, but we'll try it out anyways because we're gamers. Goblin Engineer's fun. What is this? Eldrazi? Chat? Every time? What is this deck? 3 versus Dimir. Alright, we found a land. I guess we'll just Burning Tree into another experiment one. Because we're gamers. Let's wait for 2. Go off. We're going off right now. Thought Knots here on turn 2. Love it, chat. Joke's on him. I got 3 lands, baby. 3 lands. Living the dream. Can't even swing into a Thought Knots here. See, like, my turn 2 is 2 bodies, and his turn 2 is a 4/4. It's disgusting. What do I do against that, chat? Nothing. I do nothing against it. This is gonna turn into Plum Complains. That's the new name of the stream. And a K command, dude. Doesn't even want to kill the werewolf pack leader. Just decides to blow up the little guy. Gamer. Oh, that's a relevant card, kind of. Turns off all his things from blocking, but I don't really want to swing into a Thought Knots here and just lose. Needs a way to play. I'm telling you. Okay, now we're just getting Devour of Destiny. Yeah, Plum. Once the Jank Tank's up, maybe. I don't even know, dude. I would like to do we talked about it a little while ago, but like a memorial tournament for my brother. That we have to somehow. It has to be non-meta decks. No Boros, no Eldrazi. Who knows if we get anything in banned? No, we're not gonna get anything banned. Or maybe we will. I don't know. Don't get your hopes up. Jesus. We'll try this one. What are the chances we get a second land? I think I just have to lean into Besiege here. Into Hierarch. But chat, what do you think of Academy Manufactor in like a... Do we have any other cheap way to make clues? What are we gonna get? Turn 2 Herald? No. Oh, chat, fuck. What's happening? Are we gonna get Warping Wailed? Is that an instant or a sorcery? I kind of just want to swing with the Hierarch here. I guess we could play Tez too. Chat, we might do some Bruin. This is an interesting list. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. We also don't have like time save. Did opponent not play anything? We get to flip our mayor. He's got the K command, baby. Is he making... Yeah, of course he is. Fucking hell. Oi. I guess we can Burning Tree and throw a Audacity on the Hierarch and swing. But we're not doing great here, boys. We have like Magda. Is Magda... You have to sacrifice treasures, right? To go search your library. We need Asmo and Cookbook. Ooh, I'm cold. I just got cold, chat. Sent shivers down my spine, chat. Swing for 4. Opponent has access to 7 mana, most likely next turn. Could just Ugin us. Ugin us on turn 3. But yeah, if you're not winning by turn 3, in this format with an aggro deck, then you're getting nowhere. Okay, micro spawn I can deal with. I hope he... Oh, he didn't take us off our green source, which is good. Sacrifice of food deals 3 damage. Birthing ritual. Utopia sprawl. Dismember's hot. I guess we can just swing with these boys. We'll put him to 1. Unless he also is playing Dismember. What the fuck? Jesus. Chat. He just paid. He paid 4 life to not take. Extra 4. Thought not. Alright. Chat. Aspect the Hydra off the top. Fuck. That didn't help us. Jesus. We haven't even gotten to play Kren. Like the backside of Kren. Which is the whole reason for us playing the colored Rainbow Lands. Chat. You guys play like Warren Soul Trader? Chat. We have a lot of stuff to talk. We gotta talk turkey, baby. Or we just got K-commanded? Fucking hell, dude. It never stops. They always got K-commands, too. They always got K-commands. Werewolf, Pack Leader. I'm gonna play it and you can't stop me. We will swing for 2. AKA 3. Alright, chat. They're going to play something big, and then, that's all she wrote. Rumble finds him Sprawl or a land. Does he have enough to buy back and cast Devour? He has to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. For some reason, he did not. And we get to draw a card. And find nothing. Incredible. Incredible. We do get Trample, which is hot. He's gonna buy it back now. I guess he just didn't want to sack all of his blockers in order to do so. Which makes sense. Chat, I ran into a Pirates deck the other day. We're gonna get Udin's Binding. We're just dead. That was a rough one. I mean, like I said, straightforward aggro deck, but not aggro enough in Historic. If you ain't like crushing people by turn 3, then you're just losing games. Between bombardment and K commands and all that jazz, like, you just can't keep up. If you stumble at all, Eldrazi goes bigger, Boros floods the board, removes everything. Even like the invitation deck we faced, you know, a turn 2 piece of removal into repeatable removal every turn, we can't keep up, especially if we're not playing Lotus and we're just sticking to this mono green list. Is it a cool idea? Yes. Can it do fun things? Yes. Was it an excuse to play Mayor of Avabruck? Yes. but this deck cannot compete right now in what feels like any way, shape, or form. I still think Aspect of the Hydra and Audacity base decks are super strong. Like the white weenie or the green weenie list we used to play was pretty good. But trying to lean into like this human package where we're playing like Kren, Mayor, and Hamlet Captain as our like pumps, our lords, plus Burning Tree. Even that, like, you know, getting 3 or 4 bodies on the board by turn 2 and 3 doesn't do anything. We just get outvalued or outcompeted so quick. So I don't know. This deck's cool on paper. Actually kind of expensive, surprisingly. You got 4 Hierarch for these, 4 Pack Leader, lands and stuff, but it's not doing anything special, and I don't think it's going to do anything special, so we'll probably call it there. And you know, we tried. At least we can say we tried, but I don't think I'm gonna revisit this ton anytime soon. It did diddly squat against the current historic format.